Just filming this for my document, man. I don't think nobody's here, so I better go. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna start doing is filming things probably for my ain't nobody there. I see ain't nobody there right now, but what I'll do, I'll just come back, you know, there a little bit later on. You know, at least I came at a good hour. It's still daylight and it's very dark, you know what I'm saying? So you know, like they say, sometimes you have to, like, I'm trying to find me something, at least cutting grass or something, you know, or doing something for the time being, you know what I'm saying? And I filmed this here. You know, it's really, to me, it feels funny and it's weird that if you want something, because it reminds me of when the Bible says you have to go to your enemies and want up all things. You see what I'm saying? You got to go to them for everything. You know, you struggling, living in a certain part of the neighborhood and stuff like that, and you got to get permit. It's basically you got to say, hey, look, I'm trying to work for this here. Because I want this or I want that, and maybe this would be a good example of showing people the difference between the so-called white man and they hood and how they live and the way that we live. This is how you can tell who the real Jews are. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is start just filming more documents like this here. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna have to convince myself to start doing this more so. You see what I'm saying? That way it'll be up for records and history records and documents. You see what I'm saying? And these videos within themselves, I think that would be a good idea, because these things will be able to prove, see, looking for work and stuff like that. Let's say if I owned everything in this world, right? Let's just say if I owned everything, I had all the corporate and corporatives of America, all that type of stuff. Let's just say if I own everything around the world, the stores, the food, the food supplies, the water supply, if I own all of that, why would I need to go to another nation for something when the other nations have to come to me for everything? You feel what I'm saying? That would be more like, you don't have to, everything that you get, it's all still coming to you. Because remember, if I'm in control of everything, I own it all. The water supplies, the food supplies, the electric supplies, all those things. If I own every bit and all those things, stuff, the grocery stores, the milk, every single thing that you think of that is created, right? If I own all of that around the world, and I'm getting rich off of, let's just say, I'm making an example, I'm getting rich off of everybody, right? That means all that money coming to me, right? And no matter how much I spend, no matter what I do, I control it. Can't nobody tell me nothing, right? So if I'm sitting around here saying, well, I got to go to another nation, it wouldn't make no sense for me is to blog about it and say, well, you know, because you got to go and ask another nation for what you need. So that tells you right there, what I'm trying to say is, and what I want y'all to see is that this is how you can tell, according to the Bible, who the real Israelites are. You see what I'm saying? This is how you can tell who the real Jews are, because he said in Deuteronomy 28, and I think it's verses 46, it says, and we will have to go to our enemies. I think I said it right. In want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. I think that's verse 49. And he shall put verse 40. I might be right. Verse 46. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until ye have destroyed thee. Meaning that you don't have to call. You don't need no more yokes up on your neck. You don't need the chain around your neck, because you're gonna stay in the yard. Just like a dog. If you take a pit bull and you train that dog, don't you go out there. You can train that dog no matter how vicious he is. You stay, and you keep doing it, you yanking the chain, guess what's gonna happen? Pretty soon you're gonna be able to take the chain off. You ain't gonna have to, he gonna stay right there. I'll be back, people, because there's music behind me.